Hello, everybody. Welcome to High Vibe Honey. I am so excited to see you all. This is a whole new thing. There's a chat on the side. It's so exciting to see you all. Thank you all for being here. And thanks for showing up for yourselves. You know, a lot of people are like, yeah, that sounds so great. And then they never show up, right? But you're here. You are serious about it. You are someone who is like, you know what? I am ready to put my money where my motherfucking mouth is, and I am ready to work on the things that are not perfect, the things that are not going ideally. Hands up if there is something in your life that is not totally ideal right now. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We all have something in our lives that could use a little bit of tweaking, could use a little bit of finesse, could use a little bit of like sprinkling some extra magic on that bad boy. So today we are going to be working on allowing ourselves to be different, and not just allowing ourselves to be different, but actually welcoming and inviting new ways of being, inviting new habits, new responses, and new full-blown ways of being. Because sometimes, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, sometimes we just get sick of our own bullshit. Do you ever do that? You're like, wow, I've noticed I'm writing the same journal entry every day for 5 years, or I'm just stuck in this loop and I'm finding it hard to change this thing about myself. And the great thing about tapping that I really love is it's our opportunity to rewire our brain for the positive, rewire things so that we can make these different choices. And so today I literally wrote it on a Post-it note, and I don't know if this is flipped for you, but if it is, it says, letting go of who I used to be, making space, and even welcoming new habits, responses, and ways of being. And I'm so excited to work on this with you today. So if you're new to tapping, if you're new to High Vibe Honey, you're so welcome. I'm so excited that you showed up. This is what we do every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. We're here. A lot of people call this tapping church, and it's really our way of clearing off the emotional flotsam and jetsam so that we can step into the new week feeling powerful, feeling capable, and just remembering what we've got going on. Because sometimes when things are hard, we really get stuck in obsessing about what's not going right. We get stuck on obsessing about the scarcity or the imperfection or the thing that we don't have. Whereas actually, when life feels really good, it's because we're focusing on what we have an abundance of, what we have so much of, what is just easy and rolling and joyful. So it's going to be amazing. If you've got your water with you, I would love for you to drink your water and take a really big swig. Let's do this. This is energy work. You want a nice, clean, flushed out system. Sometimes when people say, oh, I did tapping, but like, I'm not sure if I really felt it. A really big reason for that is you're just massively dehydrated. So get hydrated. Golden guzzles. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're new to this is so easy. This is like call and response. I'm going to say a line. You're going to repeat it back to me. And as I'm tapping on a certain point, you are going to tap that point as well. Like it couldn't be simpler. It's super easy and it's going to be lovely. So letting go of who we used to be. And I'd love for you to say in the chat if there's something that you are so ready to let go of, whether maybe it's a habit or a way of responding to someone. Maybe it is just some kind of like deeply entrenched pathway that you tread every single day. If you feel like sharing it in the chat, I feel like that's always really helpful for everybody here because they remember that they're not alone in doing this. And sometimes we think we're the only person with this problem, and we're not. We're not. Okay. Yes. Letting go of lack mindset. I've been boy crazy since forever. I'm ready to be me crazy. Love that. Shutting down when things get hard, isolating myself, the need for control, migraines, martyrdom. Yes, letting go of doubt in myself and in God and my connection to the universe. Eating as a coping mechanism, negative self-talk after rejection. Oh, yes. Seeking the toxic partner. Oh, damn. And I know that people reading this chat are like, me too. Me too. We all have so much that we are working on, and that's beautiful. And it's beautiful to know that we're not perfect and we're willing to like own that shit. And that's part of why tapping works so well, because we're not denying what's not going well. We're owning it. We're like, I accept this. I don't like it, but I accept it. And in the acceptance of it, I can change it. But until you accept it, there's no change possible. So I'd love for you to start with me. I'm going to roll my sleeves up. That is serious. We are going to start by tapping here on the side of the hand, and you are just going to repeat out loud after me. And this is weird. I can't see anyone, so I'm just going to repeat it in my head to assume how long it's going to take you to repeat it. So here we go. There's so much about me that is amazing. There's so much about me that I love. But I have this tendency to focus on what's not great, to obsess over my flaws, and to deep dive into what's not perfect yet. Sometimes this can be helpful. Sometimes it helps me solve problems. But sometimes it just reinforces the problem. And sometimes it makes that thing bigger than it actually is. Maybe I am glorifying my flaws too much. Maybe I'm making them the main course when they're really more like an amuse-bouche. And so today I'm willing to let go of that smallness, that addiction to suffering, that fascination with beating myself up, that self-flagellation, very Easter. And I'm willing to allow and even welcome and invite totally new ways of being, totally new ways of showing up. I'm ready for it to be so easy that it surprises me. And I'm ready to let my brain do all the necessary rewiring so that I can show up differently. It gets to be easy. I don't have to struggle with this forever. And I'm ready to let it change without me needing to push it or force it. I'm ready for the change to simply unfold. Because I deserve ease. I deserve peace. And I deserve to remember how fucking awesome I am. Okay, take a deep breath in, hold it at the top and let it go. Shake it out if that feels good. This is somatic work, so you can do whatever you want. You might want to toss your fabulous hair. I mean, how good is this? Or crack your neck, or just do a little shimmy, whatever feels good to you. And I'd love to hear in the chat whether something came up for you that felt really like, whoa. Maybe you had a realization. Maybe you had the moment of realizing what's actually going on. Or maybe you discovered the story behind the story, which is so powerful and so helpful as we move into a new thing. When you realize the origin of that story, where did that come from? Why did that appear? And then we can just let go of it. Yeah, so good. Remembering all the things I like about myself. Yes, there's so much to like and love about yourself. realizing that things are pretty good right now and that I'm always supported when I need to be. I feel so much lighter already. I'm knowing that fear is not my truth and it doesn't have to be mine. Yes, ready for it to be surprisingly easy. Love it. Stop glorifying your flaws. Jaw dropping. Yes. Okay. Brilliant work. Take another swig of your water. Tiffany says, when I focus on what I like about myself, others will see that too. Yes. When you walk into a room fully loving yourself, the way that people respond to you is completely different. It is a ripple effect. You're completely changing the frequency of the room. And that's so powerful. It's such a beautiful thing to be able to do. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's start here on the top of the head. We're going to move through the points and tap them out, and let's do this. All right. I am letting go of who I used to be. I'm letting go of my obsessions about what's wrong. I'm letting go of the smallness. And I'm letting go of the self-loathing. I'm letting go of the old patterns. The patterns that keep me locked inside myself. The patterns that keep me feeling small and tired. The patterns that make me just want to stay in my house. And as I visualize letting go of these old ways of being, I am beckoning with a juicy finger like this, all this divine newness. I am inviting a whole new way of showing up. I'm letting my nervous system know that it is truly safe to relax. No matter what trauma I've experienced, no matter what pain I have been through, it is time for me to relax now. It is time for me to put down this cosmic coat of arms. It's time for me to trust that everything is working out for me, that I'm in the right place at the right time, that I am divinely guided every day, and that I've survived every single hard day I've ever had. I'm ready to remember that here in the present moment, I can make brand new decisions. Here in the present moment, I can show up however I want to. If I want to be loving, I can be loving. If I want to be open, I can be open. If I want to be creative, I can be creative. And anything else I desire, I have the ability to feel that. Because I already have everything I need inside of myself. I am my own oracle. I am my own convenience store. I don't need to go anywhere else for all the things I desire. And so even though I have this habit of focusing on what's not perfect, of getting stuck in old patterns. I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And I'm ready to feel divine newness. I'm ready to feel deep connection to myself. I'm ready to be in the vortex where it feels good all the time. And I'm allowing myself for it to be easy. I'm allowing it to be simple. I'm remembering my own resourcefulness. And I'm remembering how fucking rad I am. I'm so fucking awesome. So it's time to shake off that self-doubt, that smallness, that boring shit that makes me want to hide. Because I'm so much more than my old habits. I'm so much more than what keeps me stuck. I'm so much more than my past. And I'm ready to feel into my future. I'm ready to dance wildly with my future self. I'm ready to throw off any old bondage that impedes me from being my biggest, bestest self. And I welcome it being so easy and so light. And so it is. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, let it go. Oh my God, wow. I feel really great. I don't know about you. Remember to drink some water. And I think that something that would really serve you today is to do some journaling around what came up for you and what is like ready to be shared. What are the old layers that you are so ready to let go of? And if you want to, write them down and then set them on fire. Like take them outside and set them on fire as a symbolic representation of what's done, what's over, what you are no longer tolerating from yourself. Because we get what we tolerate. And so often we are tolerating some really low level shit from ourselves. And we are so much better than that. We're so much bigger. There's so much more potential when we can like shift into what's really possible. So important. So I'm loving seeing all these comments. Thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this, we would love to have you in High Vibe Honey every week. And we have hundreds of sessions that you can go through. Our library is extensive. The link is just highvibehoney.com and you can join us and be with us every week. And it's so fun to be here together. I don't know if you can feel the energy that gets raised when we do this as a collective. It's different than doing it on your own. But we would love to have you. And I'm not here to pitch you. If you want it, you want it. If you don't and you just want the freebies, it's totally fine. But if you feel that you want some more support and you would love to be doing this regularly, it will really help you to have that commitment to yourself. You know, so often we're like, oh, you know I should do this, I should do that. It's like when you're in a community, it's so much easier to be accountable because you're like, oh, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be with my friends, and we're going to work on this stuff together. So thank you all for being here. I hope you have the most beautiful, amazing Sunday. Do some journaling if you can. Set some shit on fire if you can. And I will see you next time. Thank you all for being here. I love you. Bye.